we are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. That's to Galladay. What a catch. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ryan on target to Pitts, first down, Falcons. Play action. It's Ryan. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones looking for Shepard deep. Oh, wide open. Incomplete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back to and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team...
And it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And now it's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw again, sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 30 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
play action now. Ryan. This is complete to Hawkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Here's Ryan. This is caught. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing again, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An update from Buffalo. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he will find Ridley on the left side. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now it's Ryan. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
Then his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll make it third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Looking for Shepard deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with 2. Touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay. 30 yards. And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Play action. Ryan. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And all the way down to the 26. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. And this is a blowout. So touchdown. It's complete. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's Ryan. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Flushed out right. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 19-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little...
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Looks like he'll throw here. To the right and complete to Galladay. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So it was the passing game that got them down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets them home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's third and short.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the